I'm back for Dusty's ongoing coverage of Fragadelphia Blocktober. I'm here with Axe following their win over Boss to advance into the round of 16. So congratulations, you're through to the VRS stage of the tournament. How are you feeling about the 2-0 win over Boss?
Feeling great, thank you. It was a little bit tougher than we expected, but I'm really happy we pulled through. We had some really good moments on both maps. We lost a lot of 2v1 situations, which made it honestly a lot worse than it should have been. But coming back from, I'm not sure the exact score line, but pushing it back into overtime and closing map 1 out in overtime was really good by us. And then I think we started down 7-0 in the second map and won 13 straight to close the game, which is awesome by us.
Are you feeling good about the team's progress? Now, obviously, you recently added MarKE. Has he kind of quickly adapted to fit into the team?
Yeah, playing with MarKE so far has been amazing. He's a true professional. He's come in and he's helped us a lot. He's shown us things that he likes to do and what he's comfortable with. He always gets a little bit of slack for being a quiet player, but I think he's actually pretty vocal. He contributes in mid rounds. He sacrificed a lot on CT side to join our team. I think he's playing 5 new positions, which is honestly really tough for any player to adapt to mid-season. He has all of his spots on T side, so he's a very natural fit there. And I think he works really hard. Whenever we show him new grenades or strats or whatever we need, I see him online in the middle of the night in servers practicing it and stuff. So he's a wonderful teammate.
You ended up getting info to take MarKE to bring him over to SkinRave. So CLASIA leaves the team, and you're looking at your options for a replacement for him. What led you to pursue him over other options? Were there other options on the table?
Yeah, so to be completely honest, we first looked at a couple of Europeans. We talked to Rec from SBE, and we talked to MarKE. MarKE was someone who Cryptic and Peyton Jr. have tried to recruit a number of times, and I think in the situation that we were left in, it was just kind of the most natural fit to go out and get him. He was a free agent. He wasn't signed to any contracts or anything. He fit the roles, and everyone who's ever really played with him has said great things about him, and that's really what we needed to continue to progress as a team. It was a good environment.
And he's been chasing a return to the top of the NA scene for a while. Of course, for some time there, he was at the top of NA playing for the likes of Chaos during the COVID era. Do you think he's happy to be back in a more structured environment? Because of course, getting info is less structured than some of these other, salary teams that we have in the NA scene right now.
Yeah, as far as I know, we've talked about it a lot. He's happy to be around a group of people who he can show up and enjoy himself every single day, be himself, and doesn't really have to worry about making mistakes. He's just kind of allowing the process to happen naturally. And yeah, he has been at the top of NA multiple different times with different rosters. And one of the biggest reasons why we actually considered to pick him up was because Cryptic and Junior both said that he's very hard to play against. Just trying to call, for example, a lobby crunch on Nuke against him. It's hard because he plays his life very well.
On the other end of the equation, there's the elephant in the room, the fact that he had to suddenly come in to replace CLASIA, who ended up being benched on SkinRave. A lot of people were scratching their heads on sort of what the hell happened there. Can you get into that?
Yeah, so I kind of talked about this earlier in an interview with Darth Mike. So we pretty much just came back from Knoxville, and we were a couple hours into practice, and I guess the atmosphere wasn't the best that day, and attitude was kind of showing. So I just kind of said hey, what the fuck's going on? And I wouldn't really call it too much of an argument. There was definitely some back and forth, but it concluded with him basically telling us good luck in the match tonight, and I'm gone.
And he, without reservation, he kind of screwed you guys in a way, considering that SkinRave are still mathematically hunting for a spot at the major. You're the close loss to Wildcard and ECL. You had to, of course, play the rest of the season with the team and a couple other matches while you were looking for a new fifth. Is that a mortal sin? Is that forgivable for him, or do you think do you think it's pretty much over for him after this? Potentially costing you guys a spot at the major.
I don't really know what's next for him, honestly. I don't know. A lot of players in NA find a way to come back over time, regardless of situation or where they last were. I just hope that whatever he does next in life, that he finds happiness.
This is not your first time working with him. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but you worked with him on the EG Carpe Diem lineup, and of course the Carpe Diem lineup itself. And Secret Club, right? So that team ended up being signed by Evil Geniuses. They have that boot camp in Seattle, and then during that boot camp he ends up getting benched. Having seen now that he's been cut from 4 or 5 teams, including teams that you've coached, do you kind of regret having picked him up for the Blue Jays roster originally, or having kept him and not cut him earlier?
No, Tony was one of the people that actually recruited me to the team. I don't regret anything at all. I mean, I think he's a good player. I think he's a smart kid. I don't really know exactly what is the issue. I am not totally sure, but I mean, he's someone who I've always believed in and I thought has a lot of potential. I'm not really sure what he needs to do to unlock his potential, but yeah, I mean, I've always believed in him, and I've kind of seen him a lot as almost like a little brother that I never had. And so, I mean, he gave me the chance to join RBG, which turned into Evil Geniuses, and he asked me to join Blue Jays as well. I mean, he's helped me a lot through my career. I just wish I could have helped him as much as he's helped me.
Focusing on a more positive matter, now you're in the VRS stage of this tournament. Tough match tomorrow versus OG. How are you feeling about that showdown with them, considering, we haven't really seen a whole lot from them at this tournament yet?
I mean, we're feeling good. Showing a strong performance on the stage like that, with the situations that we were presented with, being able to hold our composure and close the games out shows that we're in a good position at the moment. The starts might be rocky, but we can finish strong. So carrying that forward into tomorrow, hopefully we can start a little bit better and continue to close the games. But there's no such thing as a free round on land. So we're just going to do everything we can to prep and be ready for tomorrow.
Looking beyond this tournament, we did see actually today that you signed up for, I saw today personally, that you signed up for the DreamHack Showdown tournament at DreamHack Atlanta, which for those who don't know is the BYOC tournament that qualifies one team to ESL Pro League Season 23. That event hasn't seen a whole lot of signups, partially because of the BYOC, partially because of the cost. Obviously, your org SkinRave has made that investment. How are you feeling about going to that tournament and taking on the likes of Big as your only hurdle to get to Pro League?
I mean, I feel great. I mean, I'm not really scared of Big at all, ever, and it could come back to bite me in the ass, and that's okay. But the last time I played Big, Cryptic had a game of his life, and this time we're going to win it. So.
And then final thoughts, how are you feeling about the first 2 months with SkinRave?
I feel great. I have really no complaints. They've treated us well, and I think the future is bright.
All right, that's Axed from SkinRave. They'll be facing off against OG tomorrow in the round of 16 for some VRS points. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.